guys. Sorry it's a little late with the upload, but sometimes, you can't get at it right away. And today it's just one of those days that I didn't. But anyway, I don't know what it is so much with me getting hungry again, unless it's just where I've been eating a little bit earlier than what I had been. But I'd had a burrito, baked potato, and a salad. That was it. I should have been satisfied, but and mind you, it was a XXL, so. And then I got hungry again, and this was like 4 hours later, around average for a person who eats more than one meal. And I had a bowl of cream of wheat and 2 fish sticks, because I knew I needed some protein, and the cream of wheat wouldn't have been enough, so. But surprisingly this morning when I weighed in, I came in at 175.2, so that's 1 ounce down, which is fine, good, So I've come to this conclusion, even though I'm doing OMAD, I'm not going to kick myself if I eat again. Instead, if I get too hungry, because there's a certain level of hunger that I can handle, and I'm able to just, get into something else, and I'm fine. It's gone. It's, no more. Now, a lot of people, when they're on OMAD, they say how that they don't feel hungry except for around their meal. And yeah, there's been plenty of times that I'd gotten to that point that I wasn't hungry for the rest of the day. But it always had to do with my balance, if I had enough proteins or not. And if I don't, then, I'm just not. And as I've said before, the ratio that really works good for me is 2-part protein, 1 part carb, 1 part fat. So I was thinking about that this morning. Why would I have been hungry with a really satisfying meal like what I had yesterday? Why would I have been hungry again? And I got realizing, even though there's a lot of protein in that burrito, the carbs that's in that burrito, and then having the baked potato too, was just, and I'm not going low carb. I'm not doing that. I mean, if I'm going to have a high percentage of carb, then I've got to raise the ratio on my proteins. So, as it happened, I just ended up with too many carbs, and therefore I got hungry again. So, I've got to keep in mind to do the 2-part protein, the 1 part carb, the 1 part fat. I've got to keep that in mind. So, the one thing that I had noticed, that whenever I would do like cream of wheat, my weight loss would be slow or kind of non-going at all. And the thing is, like, I can do starchy carbs, no problem, but I was having 2 starchy carbs, the potatoes and the cream of wheat, along with trying to make sure that I had 2-part protein, and that just wasn't working. It has to be 1 carb to 2 proteins, not 2 carbs and 2 proteins. My body doesn't respond well to that in either way. And it's not just about me losing weight, but if I don't have that right ratio, I don't have energy. I'm somewhat lethargic and weighed down, and I end up getting hungry again. But if I've got the 2-part protein and the 1 part carb and the 1 part fat, then I've got energy, and I don't get hungry again. I'm fine throughout the day. And even the next day up until my window. So I have got to keep that in mind and just keep aiming toward that. So today, to make sure that I had a better ratio, because I'm not counting my salads themselves. I'm not counting the leafy greens as a carb itself, but what I put on my leafy greens is what I'm counting as carb, because I like the rice noodles. So today, to make sure that I was more in that balance, I had another XXL beef and bean burrito. So therefore I had the carb that was on the burrito. Now when it comes to the rice noodles, I don't use that much, so that would be more counted like a half carb compared to a whole carb, at least the way I see it. And so I had that burrito, and I fixed myself some curry chicken and put that on my leafy greens so that I had a curry chicken salad. And of course I had rice noodles, and this time I added mushrooms. That way I had a little bit more veggie and minerals. And then of course the cheese was my fat. And matter of fact, that ended up working so well. I got full before I finished my salad. Now, any other time when I would have a burrito and a salad with chicken on top, I'd be able to eat it all, you know? And then I ended up eating again later. But this time I actually got full before I finished my salad. So apparently I done something right this time. Something right. I don't remember exactly what it was the other day when I had a burrito and the salad with the chicken. There was something I'd had with that, but I'm not recalling what it was. But it ended up equaling 2 carbs. That I do remember. But I'm not remembering what it was. And you know, to look at what I had, you would think like that's not enough for a meal, even though I did have a big plate of the greens. But I've been serving myself a large plate of the greens, so the greens, without the toppings, without anything on it, the greens itself would equal around 3 cups. So, you know, I don't know. It was good though that I got full before I was finished. It was very good for that. So, and another ounce down is awesome. But as I was saying, I'm not going to kick myself if I turn around and eat again after my one meal. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose something that is just small. Something that's enough to satisfy, but not overload. So, a good candidate is 1 spoonful of peanut butter. I get some more protein. And so, you know, satisfying protein. And 1 tablespoon is about 100 calories. I don't think I can go wrong like that. So, yeah, I'm not going to kick myself anymore. I am still doing OMAD, and I'm still doing the intermittent fasting. And I am going to definitely focus on making sure to have my 2 protein, 1 carb, and 1 fat, because I don't want to eat again in the day. I don't. I definitely want to be satisfied so that I've got energy and, you know, don't have to worry about hunger again and all that. Plus, on top of that, lose weight. So, yeah. But if it happens, and it's just going to be a spoonful of peanut butter. to make it simple on myself, you know, just simple, easy, no problem. You know, the scale shows me to be around 175, but the really crazy thing, when I look at myself, I see myself weighing more like 157. Honest. I mean, at 175, you know, you would think someone would look a little bigger at 175, but I mean, I don't. I'm looking nice, you know. I mean, yeah, I've still got the belly and everything, but on the whole part, like, things are coming down on me. And, you know, now, right now, I'm a little bloated because I drunk me some good water. I just got done taking Bouncy out, and it is hot out. We're going to be running into the hundreds all week, or at least until next Wednesday. So, yeah, I had to drink myself some water. But anyway, I feel more like I'm 157. I think I look more like I'm 157. So, but either way it goes, you know. I am losing the weight, and it is coming down kind of like a bobber in a slowly draining lake, you know. It bobs up and down as it's going down. You can't tell the difference until it's about a quarter of the way down, and so on and so forth. But it's coming down, just like that. My weight loss chart on Fitbit still looks like a roller coaster. So, yeah. I'm taking myself a really good roller coaster ride. The only thing is I'm not oop-de-loon. But I love yins. I'll see yins tomorrow. You have a great day.